So, Big Mama,
What?
how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. If you knock that thing over on my rug, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Nah, you ain't gotta worry about that. Don't worry. Yeah. So this pretty much podcast. It's really a pleasure to have you being able to be on my very first podcast. That means a lot.
Well, I hope you don't do nothing wrong with
Yeah, I
it.
ain't gonna do nothing wrong with it. Just I want the world to see you.
I don't want the world to see me.
The world's gonna see you whether you like it at all. But they
Well,
probably.
I'll be
yeah,
damned.
No, I'm playing. It's not what it is. It's for my personal use. But
How personal is your use?
it's personal. It's personal for family and kid, friends and what. It's nobody, nothing like that. But pretty much, I just want to get started and talk to me. Tell me who are you? Tell me your full name.
My full name, Mary Agnes Taylor Zimmerman.
Mary Agnes Taylor Zimmerman.
Yes.
So your maiden name is
Taylor.
Taylor. Okay, cool. Where were you born at?
I was born right here in Gainesville.
Gainesville.
I was born about about 4 or 5 blocks down from University Avenue on Main Street.
On Main Street.
There was a house there that my mama and daddy were in, and that's where I was born.
Yeah, that's where you was born.
That's right.
What year was it?
1936.
Woo wee. Now where we at? Where's my mask? We need a mask for this, don't we? 6 feet apart. But
Unless you have been contaminated.
no contaminated, no contamination over here. But so yeah, so what as far
And
as
your thing fell off.
what thing?
That one.
Oh, we'll be all right.
Are
We'll be
you
all right.
sure?
Is this on? This one's on.
I don't want to have to do this again.
Hey, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it up. How'd you like that steak?
That steak was fantastic.
Some good wagyu.
Yes.
Nothing like some good wagyu. Shout out to Fehrenbachers. But yeah, back to you. Just being, when you were young and stuff. Where tell me a little bit about being a little girl, being the mean mama.
I was
Whenever
a mean mama.
I bet. I know. How was as far as being a girl when you were born and raised in Gainesville?
I was born and raised in Gainesville, and I've lived here all my life. I'm almost 85 years old.
Mm-hmm. You don't look it.
Oh, thank you.
You know it, big mama. You know it.
I need some teeth.
I hear you. You don't need them. That as long as we get some more meat like that, we don't need teeth, right? Yeah,
That's right.
You could gum it. It was good. It was good. So as far as like just growing up in Gainesville, what school did you go to?
I went to P.K. Young.
So elementary.
At elementary, I started in first grade, and I went through P.K. Young, and I graduated in 1954.
1954, and then what? That was elementary all the way to high school.
Yes, right.
This
That's
thing's
right.
get to beeping. It's all good.
And from then, in 1954, I went to work before then. I was about 13 years old when I had my first job. And that was at a shoe store down on Main Street.
Down on Main Street.
1 block from Main Street there. I think there's a restaurant there now. But it used to be a shoe store. And then from there, I grew up a little bit. And then I went to work for the Diana shop, which was a dress shop down on South Main or North Main. It's right there across from that, from the courthouse. Right there. The courthouse was
The
here.
old courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old one.
The courthouse was right here. And it was right here, but we already tore it down. So then from there, I went to Florida. The Florida. When you get old, you forget things.
Hey, it's all right, Mama. It's fine. Trust
Florida
me.
Theater.
The Florida Theater.
I worked there, and
How did you like that? Was that?
I loved it.
Did you? You
I
get
loved
free
it.
movies and stuff?
no, I didn't watch no free movies. I
No.
worked I was out front
Well, you
where I
never
could
got
see
it.
everybody
Oh, okay. So
that
you was the
came by,
security?
and I had a lot of people that come by to look at me.
Yeah.
So then from there, well, of course, in 1957, I got married, and I had Dexter. And so I raised him, and of course, Ward was with me. I was married to Ward Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Ward Dexter Zimmerman.
Ward Dexter Zimmerman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Where did you meet him at? How did that even come about?
I met his daddy first.
You met his daddy first.
Yes, and I fell in love with him.
His daddy? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I met him when we were riding down the road. And
You just seen him riding down the road and was like,
Yeah.
hey, fella, you look good.
no, I didn't say anything to him. And his sister went to school with me, Laree.
Oh, okay.
She went to school with me, and that's
Ward's.
Ward's sister.
Ward's sister.
His baby sister.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a brother named Leon. Leon, I think it was Leon. I forgot what his name is.
Leon.
Or, well, I'd have to look in my books, which I don't have my books in here right now.
Yeah.
Jolie cleaned out my house, and I ain't got nothing.
It's all right. It's all right.
So then I went to work. After I had Dexter, I had Jolie, and then I went to work for the Arts Steakhouse, and I worked for them for about 17 years.
Yeah, tell me about Arts Steakhouse. How was that?
Oh, fantastic.
Where was that? Because I know if anybody watches
It's
this,
right
some
over
people
here.
probably wouldn't know. I thought
13th Street.
13th?
Yeah.
So where the Brown Derby burnt down?
No, it was down
By the
past
massage
that.
school.
Yeah, that's where it was. The massage school is now.
The massage school.
And I worked there 17 years. And then I had a part-time job at a restaurant. It was a seafood place up on, right across from the school. What was that school's name? The one you go to.
Oh,
The
Santa
college.
Fe? Santa Fe?
The one you take your classes at.
Yeah, City College.
City College.
City,
It
is
was
it Santa
right.
Fe, right?
Santa Fe.
Is it Santa Fe? Is that the one she's talking about? Oh, no, it's right by off of,
No,
Yeah.
it's right up here on 13th Street.
by Home Depot.
No, up here on 13th Street, right across from. Used to be the Hilton Inn up there.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Far first.
It's
So this is the seafood joint
yeah,
that you
it was
was
a
talking
seafood place, and I met a lot of policemen,
about? Yeah,
undercover and otherwise,
yeah.
good looking ones too.
Oh,
Woo.
man.
And then where did I go? Oh, I started my business. I was 50.
Yeah, well,
I was 50 years old.
You're zooming past. Now, hold on. I know this is not necessarily an interview, but just being able to talk to you and get a little bit of history from you within Gainesville as well. But let's go back a little bit whenever you were young, though, as being a girl. Like, what was Gainesville like, when you were young? What was it like to do? What could you do back then?
I didn't do nothing because we moved out in the country.
Like country, like Newberry or?
No, out here
Oh,
on
this was,
Rocky
I guess,
Point
because this was
Road.
country. Okay. Yeah.
But at the time, we lived over on Williston Road. What's that filling station? Jolie, Travis.
Austin,
Austin.
the fueling station. Texaco.
What's that filling station over there? Right up here, not on the corner, but the one next to it.
Oh, Chevron?
Chevron.
I think so.
Okay, they used to be right across the street. The property on with the country club used to be a great big 2-story house. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's where we moved to,
Okay.
and that's where Moth Jean was born. And then Sonny was born up the hospital, Luttrell General.
So as far as with the children and stuff, how many kids and who had who?
Well, mother had 2 girls, Betty and Sarah Ann.
And mother is, what's her name?
Ruby Taylor.
And let's do a little bit of segueing into Ma, as we called her, but to Ruby Taylor. What was her history? Where was she from?
She's from Georgia.
From Georgia.
Yeah.
And
I don't know that much about it.
yeah, of her side.
Yeah, because Jolie's got a book about her history and all.
For all the history.
So, yeah. And her mom and daddy was Crawford.
The Crawfords.
Yeah. Mary Lou and Clay Crawford. And they lived over on Tower Road, which it wasn't Tower Road then because it went down and it stopped right there at their house.
Yeah.
And what else you want to know?
Well, so as far as with her, she
She had the 2 girls, Sarah and Betty, and then she married Papa, and she had me and Martha Jane and Sonny.
Okay. Sonny. And what happened with Sonny?
Sonny got killed in a hunting accident. Yeah.
When was that? How old were you? Memories on that? Whenever you were young?
Oh, I was about 13, 14.
13, 14.
I don't remember the date. That's the first time I ever seen anybody turn gray. And Mother and Papa both of them turned gray overnight. That was sad. Because James was with him when James said he handed the shotgun to him, and Sonny grabbed him with his thumb like this and shot his heart out. And he came all the way back over here and got his horse and went back over there and got him on horseback. That was on the other side of the prairie. Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, it sucks. I know that is. But as far as whenever you were young, though, I mean, you didn't really answer my question as far as what'd you do for fun? What'd you do? Were you just running around out here, riding horses?
Horses.
Tell me about your skating. You was wanting to tell me a little. You did some skating back in the day, huh, Big Mama?
Yeah,
You
I
got
was
down,
skating,
huh?
and I wish we would. Well, why didn't you come over here sooner where we could got the stuff out of the shed out there and you could have seen all of that?
That's all right.
And I was in a skating contest. I used to roller skate all the time. That's where I met you. That's where I met Ward.
Oh,
Yeah.
Papa Ward skated?
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
No, he just came out there to watch.
Oh.
And well, I knew Larry.
From school.
And then I met him at the skating rink. And I just go skating all the time, and of course they had a skating
Beauty
contest.
Yeah.
And I think there was four more people than myself. That would be 5. That was in the contest.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you came and pulled out the stops, you know. It's funny. That's how my mom must have got into roller skating.
Could have been.
Yeah, I didn't know you.
And the skating rink that was up across from, where GHS is up there. It was down on, what's that street that goes down? Not the one beside it, but one down on the other side.
23rd, 16th, 8th.
I don't know where you used to go through, and they had a swimming pool over there. I can't remember the swimming pool either. Well, anyhow, down on that corner, that's where the skating rink was at.
Okay.
That's where I went skating.
Oh, that was the spot there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the spot.
So that was one of the things you did. Who was your friends when you were young? Did you have
Oh, God.
Were you sociable when you were younger? Or were you kind of...
Well, of course, my sister and brother were mainly people that I messed with. But, well, of course, I went with some of the kids at school, and we just had a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
yeah, I bet that was fun back in the day. You used to probably get down, huh? Partying? Did you ever do any drugs, Big Mama?
No.
You ever did any drugs? You never touched any drugs?
No.
Up with hope, down with dope.
That's right. I drink my alcohol.
Okay, yeah, so there you go. Did you ever smoke cigarettes or anything like that?
Let me tell you a story about that. When I was 13 years old, I was a big dog then.
No, you was big dog.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to get me some cigarettes and sit down. Pop says, "You're not smoking." I said, "I am too." He says, "No, you're not." So he always smoked a pipe.
Uh-oh.
He took that pipe and he passed that tobacco in that pipe as hard as he could get it. And he lit it up. He said, "Now you smoke it." At 13 years old, I was sitting there smoking that pipe. And, oh, Lord, I can remember that like it was yesterday. And from then on, I wasn't going to smoke nothing.
Yeah.
No dope, no nothing.
No dope, no nothing, huh? He said you're not doing it.
No way.
So as far as living with, what's your father's name?
Lansing Samuel Taylor.
Lansing Samuel Taylor. So where was he from? His little bit of history.
Okay. His family came down from Baltimore, Maryland. And they moved in over here at the homestead before the interstate went through. And he never saw his daddy. His daddy passed away before he got here because he was born here in Gainesville. So he was born in 91.
Born in 91.
And
91, what does that mean?
1991. I mean 1901.
Okay, I was like, I had to catch myself. I was like 1990.
I'm 1901. I'm sorry.
1901. All right, it's good. You're good.
And I'm not ready for all this yet.
Hey, well, you're good, Big Mama. Feel comfortable. It's no big deal. You ain't no pressure. We're just trying to get it all
No
together.
pressure, huh?
It's no pressure, even with all the cameras and everything around and all that.
Your light one just went out.
That's fine. It should still be. Yeah, we're still doing
We're
good.
still recording it.
Still recording it. But
Too
so
bad it doesn't blow up.
it's not gonna blow up. But yeah, so Baltimore, yeah.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
And
where
they-
he came from, his people.
And they came down.
And he had a brother. Well, he was the baby. His older sister was Martha Taylor. And then, no, his older sister was Agnes A. Taylor.
Agnes.
Agnes Annie
Is
Taylor.
that where you got your name from, probably?
And I think I got it from my grandma.
Yeah.
Because
Big
my,
mama.
my grandma, his mama was Annie Agnes.
Annie Agnes.
I think. Annie Agnes Taylor. Yeah.
And they're the ones that came from
Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah. And the Bartons. See, I can't even talk.
That's all right.
The
Mama, you need some water?
I'm afraid.
You're afraid what?
I get choked on it.
It's all right.
The Bartons came down with them. They all came in a group. And they owned the country club before they sold that. And,
The country club, as in the one here?
yeah,
The one right around the corner?
the one right up there. Yeah. Where the interstate came through Papa's property and messed it up.
Yeah, so tell me about that too real quick, as far as when he bought this property, he
Didn't buy it. It was given to him it was handed down to him and the
Okay.
family.
Oh, cool. All 48 acres or whatever. How many acres was there? There was probably more. I'm
There
sure
were,
back
yeah,
then.
there was a
Yeah,
lot more.
I bet.
I can't remember how much. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
And of course, Aunt Annie died, and then there was Aunt Martha, and then there was Van Taylor, and then there was my daddy,
Yeah.
Lansing.
The youngest.
Yeah. And of course, when Grandma died, they split it up. But they didn't split it up. They just, this is yours and this is mine.
Yeah.
And they didn't put it in the record or anything. And
But that's how he was able to acquire. Where did he go to school at? Did he go to school in Gainesville?
there was a little house over here. Right over here.
I remember you told me something about a fire had struck it or something.
There was a little house over there that he went to school at. And you probably could see the driveway where you went up to the house where there was a school.
Yeah.
And that's where he went to school at. And from there,
what was that? I guess that was elementary all the way up?
yeah,
High school?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because back then they didn't have high school
Yeah.
and elementary school and preschool and all that bull.
All the different schools and whatnot. But, yeah, so, he acquired this. When did he start his business? Do you remember? Were you
Yeah, no, I don't remember that because he started a long time ago. I was a little bitty thing
Yeah.
when he started, or he already had it before he got married.
Yeah.
And that was Taylor's Dairy.
Taylor's
That was
Dairy.
on top of the hill where the interstate rest area is at.
Oh, so where the rest area
Yeah, that's
was
where-
once his dairy.
Yeah, and where they have the main house. The interstate went right through the dairy. They had to tear it down. They had to tear the house down because they had to make the...
Make the rest area
Yeah.
the interstate. So do you remember when they had put the interstate out there, or was that before?
Yeah,
when
about in '57. That's when it went through.
Oh, wow.
So, or 58, 57, I don't know.
Yeah. Year-wise. But
Yeah.
was he with Ruby at that time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were together when all that
yeah.
happened?
They were together 50 some odd years.
What
They were married for a long time.
Yeah, what was their relationship like? How was their relationship
Well,
together?
I tell you, honey, if you're around your mama down there with her husband
man.
now, you could see what he's going through. Because that's what it was.
I actually heard a lot about that. I heard that, Mary,
Lansing, she called him Lansing, shut your mouth.
yeah.
And he turned and he said, oh, shut up, Ruby.
Oh, man.
And it was just like that all the time.
Yeah,
Ever
so-
since I can remember. But they loved one another.
Yeah, they cared.
Yeah.
Where did he actually pass away at?
The hospital.
It was at the hospital.
Not Shands, but
AGH?
North Florida.
Oh, North Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
He passed away in '88.
88. Oh, it was the year I was born. That's right. I remember there was a picture,
Yeah.
like one picture where I was a
In
baby.
'88.
Yeah. Man. So how old were you? Well, I guess you were around arts and stuff at that time.
Yeah. No, I was for him when he passed away. I had my own business.
Oh, okay.
I
When did
started
you
my
start your business?
And well, Bobby Joe and I started in '84.
Okay, now for the people that don't know, Bobby Joe Green
Bobby Joe Green
played
is my.
football for the Gators. And
He
whatnot.
played football for Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he played for a Canadian
Yeah.
team for them, but I forgot what it was.
Was he Canadian?
No,
Okay,
no,
he was just
come
played for
from
Canadian.
Oklahoma.
Okay.
But he was married to my sister, Martha Jane.
Mm-hmm.
And when I lost my job,
Which was arts.
yeah, Martha Jane came to me and said, "Make it what you want to do." And I said, "Well, I like to sew, you know."
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Well, get you a business started." And I said, "Okay." So that's when Bobby Joe and I went into business because he was selling monogramming things, monogramming shirts and stuff.
Okay.
So we started our business in '84, and then in '88 he decided he didn't want to be in it anymore. He wanted to go out on his own. I said, "Okay." So I bought the business, and then I closed it down the first of this year,
Yeah.
2020.
2000. Yeah. 2020 been a crazy year.
And,
Definitely. But yeah, actually that's I want to go back and touch back on Grandpa Taylor when he did the beach house and all that. When did he acquire all these properties?
Oh God,
what made him?
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, he got the duplex uptown.
Did he build the beach house or he had no?
Yeah, no, the beach house he did build. I mean, he didn't build, but he had it built.
Okay.
It was just a vacant lot, and he knew the people that was next door. I can't think of their names either. And he had the beach house built, and he bought the duplex a long time ago. There was just one family in it, and then he made it into two apartments.
Yeah.
So that Ward and I lived in that beach house in '57. Not the beach house, but the house uptown, the apartment
the
house.
University house.
Yeah, on 2nd Street. I can't even think of the address now.
I think it's 1918 or something like that.
Yeah, 2nd Avenue. Yeah.
So
And
I'm gonna have to delete that out in case anybody hears this.
yeah,
I'm playing.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so you lived there. What years?
And 57 to 60.
And that was.
That's when we bought this from Jim Walter. We paid $1,500 for this one.
Oh, that was
And
a lot of money back then, right?
Yeah. And they moved it out here. It used to sit up there on the, up on, where the Hawthorne Road is.
Oh, okay. On the east side of town.
Yeah, where and then I don't know what this road is that comes here, but it used to sit
Kincaid
right
Road.
here. That's what it is.
Kincaid Road.
It used to sit right there. And we bought that and moved it out here. And Ward fixed it up. And then we moved out here in '60. I've been here at this house since 1960.
1960.
And my roots have grown so far down in this dirt, Joe couldn't get me out.
I know it. That's why.
Whenever I pass away, I'm gonna get burned up, and my ashes gonna be
Spread
spread
it
out
all
here and all over.
Yeah, it's been in the family for a long time.
This place has.
Yeah.
I hope nobody, after I'm gone, I hope nobody sells this place.
Yeah, I know I
Because
won't.
this place on the interstate's mine. The one on the other side's Montney's. Well, there's one strip down here where the signs are that belongs to Montney, but I'm supposed to get that money from those signs that's on this side. So now, where was I?
Yeah. So actually, what? Let's talk a little bit about Sissy. What you remember about Sissy Francis?
Oh, she's a wonderful person. She moved in up there. She's 100, she'll be 102, 101
Yeah, I know she's up there.
in April, the
Wow.
10th of April, and mine's the 24th of April.
Wow.
So she lived in there, and Crowns took her in and raised her, and she was married to her husband, and they lived there. And then when he passed away, she still lived there. And
What was her husband's name? That's
If
one.
you hadn't asked me,
yeah,
I
know.
could have told you.
Probably could have.
Yeah.
I was kind of.
That's the way I'm getting. The older I get, that's why I'm crocheting so much because
Yeah.
it keeps my mind occupied and going.
Yeah.
If not, I'd be.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name as well. I know he's a
Willie,
big golfer.
Willie.
Yep, Willie. What was their last name?
Harris.
Harris.
Willie Harris.
Francis Harris.
Yeah. His name is Willie, and he worked for the.
He was a good man.
He worked for the city. The city.
City of Gainesville, or is
Yeah, he worked for the city. I think it was in the. I can't remember right now. Maybe
alright.
it'll come to me after a while.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I vaguely remember him when I was young.
Yeah.
But it's kind of blurry memories. But I know he liked golf a lot.
Oh yeah.
And he was a
He
really
did.
good guy.
He
Yeah.
was good.
So the house that they had there, that was once
Railroad station.
a railroad station.
Yeah, that was a railroad station. The track was on the other side where that road goes down to Martine's house.
Mm-hmm.
It was on the other side of there, and that I got a nail in
Yeah,
there
yeah.
from the
I think
railroad.
Austin showed me you had a nail.
Where is Austin?
I don't know. He's probably outside. It's all good.
Okay.
But yeah. So that was that. But that what year was that? That was probably.
Oh God, that was before my time when the railroad was up there, and that was the station. That was way before my
I
time.
bet.
Yeah.
It's crazy because actually across the street from here, I think there's like a mound. There's like a mound across from
Up there where they got the
Rocky
septic
Point
tank
Road.
that comes.
There's like a mound right over here, a hill mound that.
Yeah, right up here where they've got the tank for the Florida Farm Bureau, that septic tanks they got up there.
Uh-huh.
That's where the mound is across all the way across
Oh, wow.
there.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. So what did they buy that house like? I mean, obviously they bought it after it was a train station.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know nothing about that
Wow.
history.
Yeah. So one thing, who is this beautiful woman right here?
Oh, God. That's me.
Yeah.
And I think I was about 13, 14 years old there.
13,
Oh, and my
14.
pigtails.
Oh yeah.
There was one guy on the bus that used to tie my pigtails to the bus,
Yeah.
the seat.
Oh no.
You know, they had the handles where you could hold onto it to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd tie my pigtails to the bus. He was the one that he drilled my well. He made me a well out there. God. My mind's gone completely blank.
Yeah. But he used to
Wallace
do
Birch.
Wallace Birch.
His name's Wallace Birch.
Yeah.
And he had a crush on me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
So who was your first crush? Who was
my
like
first
yeah?
crush.
Because I remember you said that. You know.
I can see the little boy, but I can't remember what his name was. I had crushes on quite a few of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. And tell me about JC. He was what your first love? You said.
Oh, well, of course, I was married to Ward, but that wasn't my. I mean, that was.
Yeah. A
just
fling, I
never
guess.
mind.
Yeah.
But I met JC. Ward was working for JC. He had his own trucking business, driving a truck, and that.
He was wilding out, Big Mama. He was over here talking to somebody else. Did you get divorced and then start talking to him?
No, I talked to him. I mean, after I got a divorce, then
Yeah.
I was, but he was already. You erase that.
It's all right. I'm gonna edit it. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be edited. Oh.
And then Russell Dees from Newberry, I went with him too. This is after I got a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I know, he wasn't married. But I think he is now. I think he's gone.
Yeah.
JC's gone. He got killed in a truck accident.
Man. But as far as with that picture though, you could definitely tell how old were you said in that
I
picture?
think it was about 13.
13.
Yeah.
You could definitely see the Indian, in you in that picture or something.
And when I was down at Silver Springs one day with Mother and Papa, I was sitting by myself, and the Indian tribe was over there at their corner, and there was one Indian man. He kept going for me to come over there, and I said, And I went and found Mother and Papa and got back with them, and
What do you
that
think
was
he
scary.
What do you think he was trying to do?
trying to get me over there.
Beat on the drum.
I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, but I mean, so who's the Indian side of the family? Where did the Indian come from?
It come from Crawford.
Crawford. Mm-hmm. Crawford side.
Yeah. And
it definitely you could see the Indian, you know, especially in my mom. You know,
Yeah.
she's got it. So, as far as whenever you got Uncle Dex, when he was born, when was he born?
he was born December 12th, 1957.
And what was his full name?
Ward Dexter Zimmerman II.
Zimmerman II.
And he
Yeah.
was quite a boy.
I bet. Where was he born at? What?
A Lotchaway General.
Lots with General. Yeah. Yeah. How was it with him going through the birthing process and all that?
Oh, God, that was painful.
Yeah. I bet.
If it hadn't been for Sarah Ann, she was with me the whole way.
Oh yeah.
And if it hadn't been for her, I couldn't have done it.
Mm.
I'd wanted to commit suicide.
Oh no. Yeah. So.
That Sarah Ann was something else.
Yeah.
She was one of a kind.
I know she was. Definitely she
And I
was
miss
good.
her right now.
Mm-hmm. So what was Dex like when he was young? How was he? Like a little rebel or hardhead or quiet?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he
Was he
did
quiet
his-
or was he more?
No, he wasn't
Yeah.
quiet.
I bet.
I mean, he was typical boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he loved his motorcycles.
Mm.
Betty bought him a motorcycle when he was a little bitty thing,
Mm.
and we had it for a long time. Bought Jolie one too, and we kept it out there in that shed, and somebody stole it.
The rebel? Is that what it was?
Yeah, a little Indian,
Indian.
Yeah. and
But yeah, so Dex's life when he was growing up, I mean, how was he as far as like when did he start wanting to move out or just do whatever he done? Because I know he never moved out. He's been here pretty much forever. So
no.
did he move away for a little while? I know he was doing like work
Well,
and stuff.
he was working with cables, and he was working with oh God,
I know he did cable TV a lot.
Yeah.
And,
that took him up all over because they were putting cables out everywhere,
yeah.
and he ask me some more questions.
Oh, I got you. So yeah, I'm just thinking about as far as Uncle Dex, you know.
Yeah,
Dexter the second.
He was a typical boy.
Yeah.
And he decided that he wanted to have him an apartment outside, so that's when he made the apartment outside and
Yeah.
fixed it up.
About how old was he then? Because I used to hear a lot of stories. They used to party down in the game room, and
Yeah.
they used to get
Well,
down.
him and Joe built that game room.
Really?
Yeah,
Joe, who was that?
Joe Pritchard.
Okay.
They built the game room back in 60. Yeah, shortly after the houses moved out here, they built it back in, I think it was 60.
And he was just partying all the time. In
Oh,
there.
God, they used to have parties. I mean, they were just, I just go in another room and forget about it.
Yeah.
Let them do what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And,
So who was he had all his gang over here?
oh,
His,
yeah, all the time. Ask Donnie.
Yeah.
He was
yeah.
up here, too. Ben was here. All
Yeah,
of them.
The crew.
Yeah.
The whole crew. Yeah. So and what about my mom? Whenever she was born, what's her name and when you remember her being born?
Jolie Zimmerman. I named her after Bobby Joe and Wanda Lee. They got Bobby Joe, so it's Joe Lee.
Wanda Lee Frank.
Wanda Lee.
You're talking about Wanda
Yeah.
Franks?
Yeah, Huckleby.
Oh, that's where the name came from?
Yeah, I named
Bobby
her
Joe
after
and
Bobby
Wanda?
Joe and Wanda.
Oh, wow.
And she was a little sport.
Yeah. When was she born?
She was born August 31st, 1966.
And what was that like? She was where did she, AGH as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lotchway General.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
How was she? I heard she was really tomboyish.
She was.
She got picked on a lot, I guess, and
Oh God, she held her own.
that's why I know my mama, and definitely she
did.
holds
She
her
held
own.
her own.
She definitely holds her
mean,
own. She don't play.
She held her own. She
Yeah.
was a good young'un too.
Yeah.
She was.
They both graduated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd they graduate from?
GHS.
JHS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What,
And
so,
then Dexter went to school and he graduated. Well, he went to, I forgot now what school it was, but he graduated in Weldon.
okay.
And
Yeah, he was definitely good at what he did.
yeah.
Anything he
I
touched.
mean, any carpenter work or anything,
Definitely.
he was smart as a whip.
Definitely. But yeah. So as far as my mom as a baby, how was she? Like, I mean, she got picked on a lot. Did they fight a lot? Her and Dex?
No, not really. She was in and out. I mean, she was Mo most of the time. Mo, she called Mo her mama, I'm sure.
Yeah, Ma's mama.
And
Well, you was my mama. That's why you was my big mama. I think that name actually came from me saying mean mama is what Dex told me a long time ago.
yeah.
It was mean mama.
he called me Mean Mama.
Yeah, but then it turned in.
And Dexter called me Mean Mama.
Yeah.
That's because I cracked the whip every once in a while.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. But you was the best of all.
Oh, and I can remember you two going to work with me, and you were supposed to go to a daycare center, and I drive up to the daycare center, and she looked up at me and said, "Home, big mama, I don't want to go in there." I said, "Well, honey, you don't have to," and I just
Yeah.
took you on to work with me.
Yeah. They made fun of me. They, for some reason, I don't know why. They, nanny boo boo, stick your hand in doo doo, and that was the closed case. That was enough for me to say, Big Mama, I'd rather go back there. And it was nice, up there. Was that so? That is where you originated your business. That's
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
it started, right up there by across from YMCA.
Yeah,
Yep,
right next door. Well, yeah, right next door to
on 34th
the
Street
paint,
North.
the paint store, Gator Paint
Gator
store.
Paints. Yep.
Yeah, because you used to go over there and aggravate Donnie all the
Yeah,
time.
I know that was fun times. It was fun times. I've still gone up there a couple times, and they,
Well, I think he's
they talk to me.
retired, hasn't he?
I actually seen him not too long ago. He said,
really?
yeah. I told him I was like, go out there and see her sometime, But yeah, he's doing good. They're all doing good.
That's good.
Yeah, I know all of them. That's pretty much they all still work there. The other Don or whatever, and then I think Mike is one. He was the other younger one that worked
And
there.
I don't remember too
But if
much.
you've seen him, you probably would remember but it's been a long time. It's definitely been a long time.
Yeah, all I remember is working.
So tell me about that as far as with your job. I mean, you're embroidering shirts for the University of Florida at one of the hypes of this,
Oh, Lord. No, I wasn't embroidering shirts for the university. Well, some I was. But mainly I was sewing their name tags on the back of the jerseys. And then I met a lot of the players.
Yeah, tell me about that. So I know you said you met Emmett Smith.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
sure
tell
did.
me about that. That's one I'm really interested in.
I used to go over, instead of them bringing the shirts and stuff to me, I'd go over to the equipment room and work over there because they had a sewing machine over there.
Uh-huh.
And I met Emmett. Oh God, I can't even remember all the names.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did some stuff
I
for
did
Michael J.
some-
Fox.
Yeah,
Yep.
that movie that he was making down here
Doc
in
Hollywood?
Micanopy. Doc
Yo, B.
Hollywood.
Can you hook me up? Yeah, Doc Hollywood.
Doc Hollywood. I did the monogram on his shirts. The gowns that he wore for the doctors.
Yep.
And
Some of the hats I seen that you did.
yeah. I did
Were you
some
on
hats.
set down there, or how did that work? How did you even get a hold
they
of
brought
that?
it to me.
Oh, really? So you must
So
have been
I-
popping back then. You
Oh,
was,
Lord, yes.
you was making it, huh?
Yeah.
Maggie's monogramming was the shiznits.
Oh, it was a place to be.
Exactly. I know it. Treated people right. That's what people want,
Yeah. And
But did you go on set and meet him, or they just
no,
came and picked it
they
up?
just came and picked it up.
Okay. But yeah, I remember as far as meeting you at Steve Spurrier and all them, right?
Oh yeah,
you've
I met Steve Spurrier, and the reason that I quit, or the reason that I didn't stop working for the university, is because they couldn't have paid me anymore. That they had to pay their new coach.
Ron Zook. Is that
Yeah.
who it was?
Yeah.
Ron Zook, or was it Urban Myers?
No, Urban Myers.
Urban Myers. I believe that's who it was.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think
one
it was.
of those.
It was. I think it was Urban Myers. Yeah, I remember. That was kind of a rough time. That was sad, that they
It
went
was.
and transitioned, But yeah, I mean that's.
They had to pay him too much, so they couldn't pay me. Well, they were paying me minimum wage anyhow.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it was definitely a lot for one person for you to do each one of them jerseys. About
Yeah,
how
and I
about how many
did all-
jerseys was there at a time they'd bring to you? I remember it
God,
was.
I don't remember. And of course, I had to do the mending, and I even went over when I was going over to the equipment room, and I had take Emmett Smith's pants up. That's when I really met him.
Oh, that's when you met him and talked to him?
Face to face, yeah.
Is that where you got your picture and he signed the picture that you had out there?
He sent the picture to me signed.
Oh, cool. So you met him in the locker room?
Yeah.
Look at you, Big Mama, out there in the men's locker room and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but I was.
Handle it. But you want something to drink? You want some water or something?
No.
Good. But yeah. So when you were young, what did you want to be when you were young? You know, when
I just wanted to grow up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I seem like everyone wants, and then you realize it's not what you wanted. But I mean, what were your goals as a child? Did you have any like things that you wanted to achieve, or
no,
you
not
didn't want to be a
really.
movie star or
No,
actress or
no.
Horseback rider?
I just wanted to go. I just wanted to grow up and get away from the house.
Yeah, just chaos there.
So.
Good looks, my boy. Yeah, what happened to the other one? Is it really? I figured true that. Is this one still working? This is probably not even on.
I don't know. No, it ain't on.
This one's probably done too.
That one quit working in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's straight. That's good. But we'll work on it. Yeah, that one's still going. That's the beast, holding it up. But yeah. So about Gainesville, what do you remember about Gainesville? Because this place has changed so much, and it's
grown so much. So I hate to go up there anymore.
Yeah.
Because there's buildings built up where there used to be grass and I don't even like to go up to Gainesville anymore. I mean, this is a place where I was born, but it's changed so till it's not Gainesville to me anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely changed a lot. I know, especially like across from where the Publix and stuff is off 34th and Williston Road. That used to be, just an open field. You know what I'm talking about? The Publix right up here. Did you know the people that own that field?
On that field?
The field. Remember the field right here where Publix and McDonald's and everything is? Right on the corner. Remember that was an open field?
Yeah, they sold
Cow
it.
field.
There were so many people that bought it. And this over here, they have it up. When we moved out here in 60, this over here was, they wanted $800 an acre for this over across the road over here. So, anyhow, what were we talking about?
Well, you're saying about Gainesville. What you remember Gainesville being?
It's not Gainesville anymore.
Where was the Florida Theater at? You said the Florida Theater.
Where it's at right now? It had moved.
Newberry Road? Or is that what?
The Florida Theater is uptown.
Mean like okay. The Hippodrome.
Is it the Hippodrome now?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. The Hippodrome was where the old post office was at. That
Okay.
used to be the old post office.
Oh, wow. Florida Theater.
Florida Theater is right there on University Avenue.
I vaguely remember.
There used to be a bank right here, and then there was a restaurant here, and then the Florida Theater here, and Wise's was here.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And then across the street, there used to be the Ford Place right here, and then there used to be open field, and then there used to be a restaurant right there. And behind that is where Mother and Papa's house came. It used to be a great big 2-story house. And he had to take the top story off to get it moved out here. And then that's where he's lived, and that's where I lived until I moved down here.
Man, so you've had a pretty amazing life. Did you ride horses? How did my mom get into riding horses?
I rode horses. I got bones broken that I can show you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like as having your siblings and stuff? With the who was your favorite sibling? I guess you would say.
I don't know.
When you were young, because what were you as far as age bracket? Were you the youngest?
Well, no, I wasn't the youngest. I was in the middle. Betty was the oldest, Sarah Ann, and then me, and then Martha Jane and Sonny. And
so Sonny was the youngest.
Yeah. Martha Jane was born in that 2-story house I was telling you about.
Yep.
And Sonny was born in Lotchway General.
So when my mom as she grew up and whatnot, and when did she get her place? And with Uncle Dex as well, his place down there. When did they acquire those?
What, the
Like
place?
the place? Well, the place
house?
the house I was born and raised in. Yeah. When did?
The house up there was an old house over on, where the dirt road is. It used to be the dirt road. It's
Yeah.
It's a paved road now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one that cuts through.
Yeah.
Not Barrow Tree, but the other
There
one.
used to be a colored family there that had Jolie's house that she bought. And, Papa found it for her.
Yeah.
And Dexter's the same way. He had a trailer down there first, and then he bought the house that was way back behind Jolie's house that she bought. And they had it moved down here, and she had hers moved up there.
Yeah.
And now that house behind Papa's house up there that's fallen down,
The one that's pretty much dilapidated, to the ground.
it was down this way. I don't know where exactly it was at. Down there close to Donnie's, I think. And you're working my brain over.
I know it is good. I'm glad, Big Mama. It's good for you. It's healthy. It's healthy.
Oh, it ain't healthy.
And you're healthy. You're gonna outlive all of us. You know that.
No.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take care of me?
Yeah, right.
They'll put me in a nursing home, and I ain't having that.
Nah, we ain't putting you in no nursing home. They couldn't handle you in there. You'll be running the show. You'll be running the show in there. But yeah, we about wrapped up. I know the cameras kind of went down. I'm a little sad. Next time I got to get my cameras and all that a little better. But
I don't know why you didn't come over here yesterday and fix everything up.
Well, I ain't got the vehicle right now. You know, I got to get the van fixed and stuff. So just a couple of things on my end. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much, I'm just kind of curious also, what was the other thing that I wanted to ask about my mom? So how do you remember meeting my dad? He told me a story one time.
About your dad?
Yeah, about when the first time you met him. And I don't know how accurate or how true it was. I'm pretty sure it was true, but
I don't know. At one time, I could have killed your dad.
Oh, I bet. I imagine.
With nothing flat. I mean, I could have popped his head off.
William Randall Pogue. He was something else. But
I was trying to think when was the first time I met him.
Well, he said, I'll give you a little clue from what he told me. I guess he said that you and Ward popped up on y'all popped up on him the first time, and they were down at the house. Y'all came over, and that's when y'all met him.
Down at your mama's?
My mom's, yep. Yeah.
It could have been.
He said pretty much, I guess, I don't know if they were, doing the woo-wop.
I don't
know. But I guess y'all walked in, and you were just kind of, oh, hey, honey, hey, whatever, and just nice. And I guess he was saying that was his first time meeting you, so.
I don't know. Your dad is something else.
Yeah, I know it. He's hard-headed.
He is that.
Very.
Do you know what your stepsister's name is?
Garrett.
Garrett.
Pogue.
I just wonder where she's at.
Yeah, me too. I'd really like to see her and talk to her, but I feel like in the right timing. I mean, I've texted her back and forth through the internet and stuff, so it wasn't too bad. We've talked before, so, but not really, being able to actually talk to her and see her and meet her and stuff. So it's been a long time.
Yeah, I could have wrung his neck when he started going with her mama, his mom,
Oh,
girl's mama.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy. There was a lot of chaos when I remember as a child. Went through a lot of craziness, Big Mama. You definitely saved me, and you turned me into the man I am today, and I can proudly say that. Yes,
hallelujah.
You definitely, you were there for me, and honestly, you were my favoriteest of all favorites. I love my wife and I love my children and my mom, but there ain't nobody like my Big Mama, and I love you so much. I'm glad you was able to come and do this with me, and I'd like to maybe do it again and get a little couple more questions and stuff, some more stuff, be able to talk. Yeah, and be able to get the cameras and stuff situated. But this was kind of a test run to see how well it would go, as far as with the editing and the quality. But yeah, Big Mama, it's been good. It's been real good. We're not doing too bad. We've been moving along.
How much time we got left?
I don't know. We got as long as we want, but we can go ahead and wrap it up. But yeah, I just I'm glad I actually had you on. Like I say, it was my first attempt. I'm trying to do this. It's starting to kind of become a thing, podcasting now. People, they had radio shows back in the day where people would do a little radio show.
You're not going to put me on.
No, I promise you don't have to worry. This is, like I say, this is personal. My dad, my mom might want to see it. A couple people might want to see it. It's not going to go.
I'd hate to kick your ass.
It's not going to go viral. No, we'll get one. We'll get one and do another one. That's so that way you're a little more prepared, I guess, as you want to be, or something a little earlier in the day.
Yes. This is my bedtime.
Exactly. I know it's running a little late, but yeah, Big Mama, I'm just really glad to have you on here. This is the first attempt at something.
Yeah.
So, and got a little bit of history. So yeah, but I love you so much.
I love you too.
All right. Well, yeah. This is reporting and signing out. We're gonna close this one. Right on.